what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Sugar from In the Mix Miami TV, and I am here with the very beautiful Miss Erica Mena from Love and Hip Hop. I know her to be a little firecracker, and I'm sure you guys feel the same way, but we know behind every explosion, there's a story. So we're going to talk to Erica and get all the tea for you guys, because I know you want the tea. Erica, how are you, doll?
I'm good. Thank you for coming to my Miami book event. This is a big deal to have you here.
Pleasure to finally meet you, and you are equally beautiful in person as you are on TV.
Thank you.
So how does it feel to be in our city? Is this your first time here?
No. I have my history here in Miami.
Tell.
I've been here. Actually, the first time I came to Miami was 16 years old, and I remember the first club I went to was this was when.
Hold on, did you say club at 16? Who let you in the club?
I had my ways back then. No, Mansion was the first. It was actually during MTV Movie Awards or Music Awards or whatever. But yeah, so ever since then I kind of had this love for Miami. Who doesn't?
Okay, so I know you, and I'm sure the rest of the population knows you as a model.
Yeah.
You've done music videos.
Yeah.
You've delved into acting, which we see, and you've added some other titles to your belt. Author, as we see. Make sure you guys go cop that. You need to get a close-up of that.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I heard through the grapevine, though, that there are other things in the works, like you've got clothing line coming.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
The clothing line we're dropping in May. I'm not going to give too much as far as the name or anything like that, but I'm really excited about that because that I've actually been working on for a very, very long time. Okay. Actually, before the book. But, as much as I like to get things perfect timing or whatever, it was all about getting it right and best quality, the best design. So now that we got it perfect, it's coming officially in May. And I'm excited. We're going to do exclusiveness with the sense of only distributing 50 of each piece that I designed.
Stuff for like people with me that, have curves.
Oh, the whole concept is to be able to wear Timbs or sneakers and then switch it and put on heels and still be able to go to the club with it.
Okay, okay. Are you an only child?
No. I got 4 sisters.
So you grew up as like this.
I'm the baby.
You're the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So are you the most protective one out of all of your siblings?
I was as a kid. Now I think I'm more protective over everybody else.
So talk to me about like when you started actually maturing and growing up, and you developed this attitude, because I read it in your book.
Yeah.
It's eat or be eaten.
Yeah.
So like where did that come from though? Did you have like people who were?
I grew up in New York, so naturally just your outside environment kind of makes you that way, It's just kind of survive or you just don't. You get lost in transaction, and like I said, I can't help how I was brought into this world, and like I said, it definitely set the tone for everything else. I was meant to be this way.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was me being born in jail. I don't know if it was the situation of me being molested in foster care. I don't know if it was, the abuse I endured from my son's father. Whatever it is, it was definitely, I was meant to be this way for whatever reason. And you know what? It got me to survive. I was able to get through it all because I was that way. So for whatever reason, God instilled that in me. And maybe that was his way of doing that, by having me being born in that situation or have me go through foster care, whatever it was.
Yeah. So let me ask you, when you got the big break, tell me how, you got discovered. I know you auditioned and you got picked to be like a lookalike for J-Lo. How much of an honor is that? Like,
that was a big deal for me. I remember feeling like I made it.
Yeah.
And she was, somebody I looked up to.
She's also from the Bronx, right?
She was also from the Bronx, so I was fortunate to kind of have that role model. Like, she's from where I'm from, and she's the side of race I am, and we kind of favor. And then to have that actual honor, and then have like somebody big like MTV, such a network, kind of give me that. That was definitely a big deal. And then the actual process of it, how many girls I beat out. That was.
How many were there?
We started off like 1,000, and then it went down to like, it's countdown. It was 1,500, then it went to 400, then it went to 200, and then to 200. It was like a hell down and a half. I remember the whole experience to the T because I remember just studying everything from, dancing, singing, and interviewing and playing all her stuff and really trying to embody her as a character. And that kind of set the tone for me as far as setting out to be an actress.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, I was able to pull off real good.
I did that.
So from that forward, I was like, oh, okay, let's do that. And that's on the acting and everything. So it just happened, and it's been a constant ride ever since. And I can't be mad, even when it gets hard and I want to get off.
Yeah.
And I just keep holding on. I don't know, for whatever reason. Maybe it's because I'm crazy.
Are there any surprises that we can expect in the book? Like, is it a tell-all? I know it's a memoir, but like, are there some like juicy secrets that we're going to find out about you or anybody that you deal with?
There's definitely some secrets. I mean, I definitely touch on the relationship I have with Dre and Michelle from Basketball Wives. That was very brief and boring. For me it was, but I kind of...
When you say relationship, go deeper. What are you talking about?
I don't know if you would call it dating, but we kind of did mess around, dated. I didn't take her so serious as much as she took me serious. Not to offend her or anything, but it was kind of like for me, she was a fling, and for her, it was a little bit more for what it was, but it didn't last very long. I get bored very easily.
What month are you born?
November. I'm a Scorpio.
I love your attitude. You are hilarious. Okay, so like, you have this book.
Yeah.
Underneath it all.
Yeah, and then I'm writing the second one now.
Really? So can we know the title, or we gotta wait?
No, you gotta wait. But I'm telling you, it's sexy.
Is it another memoir or something similar?
Well, I guess you can say that. I mean, I'll drop a hint in the sense of I'm definitely going to get into more details of my sexual experiences and give advice to fellas, because not tooting my own horn or anything, but I have a magic touch with the ladies. So
Okay.
some advice, share some experience stories.
Now, would you ever do any kind of tell-all, like, Corinne Steffens and some of the other people who have, like, outed people? Because you've dated people in the industry as well, right?
The tell-all thing is not my thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I tell it like it is. Ain't no shame in my game. I just don't see myself...
You wouldn't put anybody on blast?
Putting people's business out. If it ain't got nothing to do with me, that's definitely not my place to kind of tell people their business. But,
okay.
I mean, I think people think it's a tell-all because of the sense of I do get into depth with the DJ MV relationship, my son's father's relationship, the Dre relationship. But that's just me telling you what I went through with those people and my reasons. I'm not necessarily saying all their dirty secrets, Even if I knew them, I would never do that. I wouldn't want it done to me, so.
Right.
But it's my story, so I'm going to tell it.
So when can we expect the next book to come out?
I'll say by the end of summer. We're going to get ready to start giving hints on what it's about and the name and, yeah.
Okay, well, you make sure you keep me in the loop so that I can, do my part and, cover the story and everything. Well,
big shebang for that one.
You're going to do it here in Miami, of course.
Oh, we're going to have to do it one in Miami. Yeah.
Okay. So, listen, I'm not going to take up any much more of your time.
All the time you want, baby.
I appreciate you taking up the time with me. And thank you so much for being cordial to my son. Like, he was like, oh, Mommy. Jordan.
Come here. Yeah. My little boyfriend.
Aw, this is my son Jordan, and he loves Erica Mena. So he, he was able to talk her into following him on Instagram. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate it.